season replays, fantasy drafts, ultimate creative leagues, and what if tournament. It's Coffee Cup Games with the coach, DKM. Hey, it is Coach DK continuing our series from the year 1900 using the amazing game Strat-O-Matic. We are at the end of the season. We are now in the All-Star Series. It is a 6-game battle between the top 24 fielders and 16 pitchers from the American League going against the top 24 fielders and 16 pitchers from the National League. It is a 6-game series. Whoever wins the most games will have home field advantage during the World Series. As you can tell, the National League currently is leading the series 3-0. So they most likely will have home field advantage, but if the American League does happen to win 3 straight, it will come down to run difference. And as you can see, the National League is currently up with 10 runs. So let's go ahead. We're going to do a couple games during this episode. So let's go forward. But before we do, I'm going to ask you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Really appreciate it. So both teams will have their Game 1 starters, including the pitcher. So here's the lineup. As you can see, the National League's got Barrett in center field, Collins the third baseman, Elmer Flick will be batting third, Burkett will be batting fourth, Beckley will be batting fifth, Nap LaJoie batting sixth, Donlin batting seventh, Zimmer batting eighth, and on the mound will be Cy Young, who led the majors with 31 wins and 126 strikeouts. You can see that the National League in their lineup has 6 future Hall of Famers. For the American League, we have leading off, Ollie Pickering. Then we got Magoon, the second baseman. We got Hemphill in right, Hartsel in left. Batting fifth will be Schugert, the shortstop with 14 home runs. Kenny LaChance will be playing first and batting sixth. Doc Powers behind the plate, batting seventh, and Sullivan will be batting eighth. And on the mound will be Jack Katoll, who had 19 wins and a league-leading 1.26 ERA.
Game highlights.
After scoring a run in the second inning, the National League leads 1-0. We now enter the top of the 5th. Gardner still on the mound going against Nap LaJoie, who has not gotten a hit yet in the All-Star Series. He needs a 1-8. He gets a good rip, and that is going to be at it. Yeah. Deep left center field, Nap LaJoie with a home run. 2-0 now, National League. Bill Donlin is up. Donlin, who is 1 for 1, he needs a 1-2, so almost back-to-back home runs, but it's going to be a 19, but it is going to be a shot where he's going to be able to easily get a double. And now we got Chief Zimmer up. Runner on second, no outs. National League trying to add some to their lead here. It's going to be a fly ball to Ollie Pickering.
Whoopsies!
Go! He drops the ball. Zimmer gets to second easily. Donlin scores. And coming to bat will be Hall of Famer Ed Delahanty, one of the best hitters in the National League. So Ed Delahanty getting a chance with no outs and a runner on second. Going against Gardner, we do not bring in any relief pitchers during the inning. Delahanty hits a ground ball to Magoon behind Zimmer, so Zimmer's able to go to third. So Barrett, who's 2 for 2, has 2 singles, is up. Zimmer on third, 1 down. Gardner is going to get Barrett to hit another ground ball to Magoon. This time, though, it is not going to be able to allow Zimmer to score. Jimmy Collins is up. Collins, who is 0 for 2, is going to rip a single, scoring the 3rd run of the inning, as now the National League leads 4-0 with 3 runs in the 5th inning, and up is Elmer Flick. He is 4 for 9. He has a home run, 5 RBIs, 2 extra base hits. But in this one, he's going to ground out the Magoon, and that's going to end the inning. But the National League has a lead 4-0. The National League is leading 4-0 as we enter the eventful 6th inning. And entering the top of the 6th will be Joe Yeager for the American League. He does not have any batters faced so far in the All-Star Series, but his first batter will be Jesse Burkett, who needs a 1-11. It's going to be a 1, so that's going to be a single. Burkett's going to try to steal. Doesn't get a good lead. It is above 50, but we've seen a lot of guys thrown out so far in this game. So Beckley's going to be up. He's going to hit a fly ball to left field. Hartsel's going to have to get on his horse. It's deep enough, and he had to run far enough that Burkett is able to tag and take second. So here is Nap Lajoie. He's 1 for 2 with a home run. He's going to hit a ground ball to a chance at first. It will be an error, so there will be runners on first and third. He's going to try to steal. It's a 60% chance he's going to be safe. So Nap Lajoie is on base. Donlin is up. He is 2 for 2 with a double. Already has an RBI. He's trying to keep his hit streak. He's a 1. It's going to be a 16. It will be a deep fly ball. Hemphill has a +1 arm. Burkett's going to score easily, and Lajoie is going to be able to take third. So another run added by the National League as they now lead 5-0. It's now the American League's turn to try to bounce back from a 5-0 deficit. And on the mound now will be Brickyard Kennedy, as he's going to be facing Magoon, who is 0 for 2. He has a strikeout, but did get on base on an error. But this time he's going to get a single back up the middle, a little grounder. Hemphill is up. He needs a 1, but he gets a 4, so that will be a single, but it does put runners at the corners. And now Topsy Hartsel is up as Brickyard Kennedy comes in and gives up 2 quick hits. Hemphill, we will try to see if he can get a good lead here. He does not, so we will keep him. So Hartsel, who's 0 for 2, is going to be up. He's going to rip a single. 3 hits in a row. And American League is now on the board with no outs, runners on first and second. Sugar, the power hitter, who already is 1 for 2 with a double today. And this is going to be a passed ball on Zimmer. So Hartsel and Hemphill take second and third. Sugar is up. He had 14 home runs. He's going to get a single.
Brilliant!
And so that's going to score Hemphill, and it's going to score Hartsel, as now the American League has no outs with 4 straight hits. Now trail 5-3. LaChance. Candy LaChance is up, the first baseman. He's got 2 ground outs. He needs a 1. It's going to be a fly ball to Burkett in left. That's going to be the first out of the inning, and now Sugden is up, the catcher. He is 2 for 7 so far. He's going to get a single. 1-11, we're going to hold all the runners. Sugden now is on base. Sullivan, the third baseman's up. He has a single. And it is going to be pass ball on Zimmer.
Dummy! Yeah!
So he does get to the ball, throws to the third, but Sugden and Sugar are safely now standing at second and third in scoring position. Tying run on second base, leading run at home. Sullivan's up. He hits a fly ball to left field. So we will send Sugar to score, and he will get there easily, as we are going to keep Sugden at second base from the National League perspective. So it is a 5-4 ball game as the American League jumps back into this one with 4 runs in the 6th inning. So coming into the game will be Seybold. He is 3 for 7 in the All-Star Series. So here's the pitch, and it is going to be a fly ball to Elmer Flick. And Seybold is not able to catch. We enter the bottom of the 8th with the American League trying to bounce back from a 5-4 deficit. All right, bottom of the 8th, National League still holding on to a 5-4 lead. Bill Dineen comes to the mound for Sam Lever. Sugar, who's 2 for 3 with a double so far today and has 2 RBIs, is up to bat to lead off the inning, and he gets his 3rd hit of the game. So Donlin comes in to pinch hit. He's 1 for 4 in the All-Star Series, and it will be a single, and we will not send the runners. So that will put runners on first and second, and now Sugden is up. He's 1 for 1 as he came in after an injury, and in his first at bat, he got a single off of Brickyard Kennedy. Sugden is going to line out the Beckley at first, That's going to be one down. Here is Suter Sullivan, the third baseman. He is 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, including an RBI. He's going to pop out the third base. And coming up to bat will be Gennins. Frank Gennins is 3 for 6 in the All-Star Series, including 2 RBIs. Dineen trying to get out of the inning. Gennins trying to tie the game with a shot. And he's going to draw a walk, so the bases are loaded for Ollie Pickering, who is 0 for 4 and only 2 for 12 in the All-Star Series. Ollie Pickering is up with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Here is the pitch. A ground ball to Davis at short. He will make the play, and that will end the inning. So the National League secures home field advantage in the World Series, having won 4 games. But the story of this one was the fact that the American League made 4 errors, only giving up 2 earned runs, although they allowed 6 runs in the game. All right, so now we're going to enter into Game 5 of the All-Star Series, with National League leading 4 games to 0. The National League will be on the road. As you can tell, we have the lineups. We keep Willie Keeler will be leading off, followed by Honus Wagner, then Jesse Burkett, Mike Donlin, Hickman, third baseman, then Keister, then Donlin, the shortstop, Chief Zimmer. And on the mound will be Rube Waddell, who went 14-9 with 3 saves and a 3.20 ERA during our replay. In the American League, we will have Magoon leading off, followed by Hartsel, then Hemphill, then Socks Seybold in center, Frank Schugert, the shortstop, batting 5th, Sullivan, the third baseman, Doc Powers, the catcher, batting 7th, Candy LaChance, first baseman, batting 8th, and on the mound will be Bill Hart, who went 21-13 during our replay. He had a very, very impressive 2.14 ERA. So now let's jump into the action.
Game highlights.
It's the bottom of the first, and the American League has runners on first and third with 2 outs. Runners on the corner. Schugert is up. He is hitting 4 for 7 with 2 RBIs in the All-Star Series, and he's going to rip a single up the middle. And they're going to try to send Socks Seybold to third base, and it will be an error by Donlin. Seybold scores, and Schugert ends up on second. Now Sullivan is up, and he's going to be strikeout. But the American League gets 2 runs in the bottom of the first. There are no outs in the bottom of the fourth, with runners on first and second. The American League hopes to add to their lead. And we're going to have runners on first and second with Sullivan coming to bat, the third baseman. 2 for 7. He's a 1-3. He's going to get a 1. So doesn't have the percentages in his favor, but it works out.
My man!
He scores a run, and now runners are on second, third with no out. And here is Doc Powers. He's 0 for 1 with the ground out. He's a 1-3. He's going to hit a fly ball to center field to Mike Donlin, which will be deep enough to score a run, as now the American League is up 4-0. The National League may be trailing 4-0, but we enter the top of the 5th inning, where they have 1 out and the bases are loaded. Willie Keeler, who hit over 380 in our replay, hit 362 during the original year 1900, is 0 for 2 today, but he's going to rip a single. Donlin's going to try to score from second, and they're just going to stop McGraw from going to third, and Keeler keeping him at first. So they allow 2 runs to score. And so with runners on first and second, 1 out, Honus Wagner's up. He is 0 for 1. He has a walk and a fly out. He's going to hit a ground ball to Magoon, who's got great range, but he cannot get there, as it's going to be an infield single, and then Magoon makes a poor throw.
Who's coaching this ball club?
Allowing the run to score. Keeler goes to third, Wagner's on second, and now coming in will be Elmer Flick. He has 5 RBIs. He's got a home run, a double, And he's hitting, looks like 4 for 11 in the All-Star Series. Elmer Flick is going to rip a single. They are going to send Wagner home. There's going to be a throw at the plate. And
He's safe.
Wagner scores. He is safe as now the National League with 5 runs in the 5th takes the lead. Elmer Flick is now on second base. Elmer Flick with his 7th RBI. Mike Donlin's up. He's 0 for 2, and it's going to be a wild pitch as Denzer is rattled, and Flick goes to third base. 1 out. Mike Donlin up. He's going to be strikeout. So Denzer has 2 strikeouts in the inning, but he has allowed 5 runs. Here's Joe Kelly, the left fielder. Doesn't have a hit in the All-Star Series yet. And he's going to get one now as he's going to rip a single to the left. He's going to end up on first. And so another run added for the National League. Kelly's going to try to see if he can steal. He gets a great jump, and he's going to steal second base. So he's now in scoring position. Here is Keister, the second baseman. He's going to line out the third, but 6 runs are scored in the top of the 5th. We enter the bottom of the 6th inning, and the American League is trailing 2 runs and hopes to rally back. In the bottom of the 6th, McGinnity coming in to pitch against Sugden. And he needs a 1-4. He's going to get the 4. Just gets there. And so he's going to be on first with a leadoff single. Doesn't get a good lead, 50% chance. We're going to go ahead and let Doc Powers try to hit Doc Powers, though he's only 1 for 6. He does have a sacrifice fly. In this one, he needs a 1. He gets a 13, so it is good enough for a single. That's going to put runners at the corners. And coming in will be O'Brien. O'Brien is 2 for 4, has a double, no outs, runners on the corners. He needs a 1. He gets the 11, so it will be good enough for a single to score a run, moving Doc Powers all the way over to third. And now it is a 6-5 ball game. O'Brien's going to try to steal second. And he gets a great jump and is going to be there easily, as Zimmer's not even going to try to throw that one. Gennins is up. He is 3 for 7 with 2 RBIs. He popped out earlier in the game. He's going to hit a ground ball to Wagner at third, who's going to whip it over to Beckley at first, holding Powers at third base. Magoon is up. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's 4 for 12 entering today's game. He did have a triple. He needs a 1. It is going to be an 8. It should be long enough for Powers to score on a sacrifice fly.
So what can I say except you're welcome?
And that knots it all up, as it is now 6-6 with 2 outs. Pickering's up, hoping to keep the inning alive. He's going to draw a walk. So now they have runners on first and second. Hemphill is up. He is 0 for 3. Fly out, a strikeout, and a pop out, but he's having a pretty good All-Star Series, but he's not going to come through in this one, as he's going to hit a fly ball as Nap Lajoie is able to get to that one. But the American League has tied it up at 6. We enter the top of the 9th with a score still tied 6-6. Beckley leading off, the first baseman. He is 2 for 10. He's going to draw a walk to lead off the top of the 9th inning. He doesn't get a great lead, but being the 9th inning, 55% chance. We're going to try, and he's going to be safe. So he will end up on second base. Yeager comes in, who's got a horrible hold. Wagner up. He's 1 for 10. He's going to hit a ground ball to Casey at third. He's going to fling it on over to first. And so Beckley stays at second. Elmer Flick is up. He's got 2 RBIs today, 7 for the All-Star Series. He's sitting 385. Elmer Flick, 1 for 2. He's going to hit a fly ball to Hemphill in right field. I believe Beckley might have a chance. Nope, too shallow. Beckley's going to have to stay on third. Ed Delahunty pinch hitting. He is 3 for 5 with an RBI so far, and he's going to rip a single into center. They're going to send Beckley. There's going to be a play at the plate.
He's safe.
And he's going to be safe. A run scores by Ed Delahunty with a single in the top of the ninth as the National League again finds a way. Joe Kelly now up, the left fielder. He has an RBI. He's going to hit a fly ball to center field to Pickering. But the National League now leads 7-6 as they enter the bottom of the ninth. In a seesaw game and trailing by 1 run, we enter the bottom of the ninth where the American League hopes to bounce back. And Harry Howell is going to come into the game. He led the majors in saves this year. Leading off for the American League will be Hemphill. He is 0 for 4 today. Though he is hitting over 300 so far in the All-Star Series, he's going to lead off with a single. Now, Harry Howell doesn't have a great hold. Hemphill is going to get the second easily. Socks Seybold is up. 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. He had 2 singles in the first and the fourth. And he's gotten out twice since then. He's going to hit a ground ball to Collins. And that's going to be 1 down. That would have been a double play had Hemphill not gotten that stolen base. Now here's Schugert. He is 2 for 4. He's hitting .545 in the All-Star Series. He has 3 RBIs, one of which is from today. He's going to hit a ground ball to Donlin. And Hemphill's going to run to third. We're going to take the short out at first. So I made both decisions there. And so now runners on third. Bottom of the ninth, game 5 of the All-Star Series. And now Sugden is up, who's hitting 400. He's 4 for 10 in the All-Star Series. He has been on base twice with a single and a walk. He scored a run. He has 2 RBIs. So let's see if the catcher can come through with 2 outs. Harry Howell trying to get out of this one. And Sugden's going to hit a pop-up to Beckley at first.
Boom, boom, out go the light.
That's going to end the game as the American League falters again. So the story of this game by far was the big 6th inning of the National League as they just destroyed Denzer, the pitcher for the American League. And then lastly, obviously, the clutch pitch hitting that came through for the National League, particularly in the 9th inning when Ed Delahunty came in with 2 outs and got the game-winning RBI. And the National League has won 5 straight games and has a chance to sweep the All-Star Series. And now we're going to get ready to go into Game 6, the final game of the All-Star Series between the American League and the National League. And the National League is leading the series 5-0. The starting lineups for the American League will be Fultz, the second baseman, leading off. Harley will be batting second, playing right. O'Brien, the left fielder, batting third. Socks Seybold, the center fielder, batting fourth. Schugert, the shortstop, batting fifth. Worden, the first baseman, batting sixth. Powers, the catcher, batting seventh. Sullivan, the third baseman, batting eighth. And on the mound will be Roy Patterson. He went 21-6 with 3 saves and a 2.30 ERA for the National League. We got center fielder Barrett leading off. Green, the right fielder, batting second. Hickman, the third baseman, batting third. Sullivan, the catcher, batting fourth. Long, the shortstop, batting fifth. Selbach, the left fielder, batting sixth. Ed Delahunty, the Hall of Famer, playing first base, batting seventh. Ritchie, the second baseman, batting eighth. And on the mound will be Bob Dineen, who went 22-15 with 2 saves and a 3.34 ERA.
Game highlights.
After scoring runs in each of the first 2 innings, the National League leads 2-0. We now enter the bottom of the third. National League is up. leading 2-0 in the bottom of the third, top of the order. Barrett, center fielder. He's going to rip a single to lead off up the middle. So he'll be on first base. Going to try to see if he can get a lead here and a steal. He does get a good jump, and he's going to get a stolen base. So he is now on second base, and now Green is up, who is 1 for 1 today with a double. And so here he goes. He needs a 1-15. He's going to get a 9. And 1-15 is 75% chance we're going to keep Green at first base, allowing the run to score. So now Green is on first after an RBI single. He gets a good jump, and he's going to not only take second, but he's going to advance all the way to third on a throwing error that sails into the outfield by Powers.
Dummy! Yeah!
Hickman's going to hit a fly ball that should be deep enough for a sacrifice fly as Green scores. So National League jumping up 4-0. The American League scored a run in the 5th inning, closing the gap to make it 4-1. We now enter the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th. Hawley still on the mound going against Socks Seybold. Seybold's going to hit a fly ball to Green in right field, and that'll be 1 down. Here's Sugar at the shortstop. He's 1 for 2. He's going to get another hit. He's hitting over 500 in the All-Star Series. Might be the American League's best hitter so far, and best player during the All-Star Series. Here's Worden, the first baseman. He got on base in the 4th on a walk. He needs a 1-3. He doesn't get it. It's going to be a 19, but it will be good enough for a double. And with only a 1-9 chance, they're going to hold him, keeping 2 runners in scoring positions as Doc Powers now comes up. He's 3 for 9 with an RBI already in the All-Star Series. He has a single today. And so he's got a chance to add to the run. He's going to draw a walk.
Bruh.
And so now the bases are loaded for Sock Sullivan, who's hitting 4 for 10. He's hitting 400 with 2 RBIs. Definitely want him hitting right now. And so big chance here to do some damage as Pink Hawley is struggling in this inning. He's going to hit a ground ball to Ed Delahanty.
Whoopsies!
It's going to be an error as Ed Delahanty muffs it, and now a run scores, and the bases are still loaded. And pinch hitting will be Hemphill. He's been at bat 14 times. He's hitting .357, and he's got an RBI. But he has struck out 2 times, but he's got a chance here for a big hit. So can he step up? Here we go. Hemphill against Hawley, and he's going to pop out to the shortstop long for the 2nd out. And pinch hitting for Fultz is going to be Getman. Getman hitting 400, already has an RBI and a double, so he's only 2 for 5, only 5 at bats. But he has shown he can get on base, so here we go. Hawley trying to get out of this inning. Getman trying to make a big hit. He's going to hit a ground ball to Richie, and Richie's able to make the play at second on the fielder's choice. That's going to end the inning, as with the bases loaded, the American League only gets 1 run. After the American League added a run in the 7th inning, we enter the 9th inning for the conclusion of the game. And coming into the game will be the league leading saves go-getter, Harry Howe, as he's going to be facing Harley, who's 3 for 4, having an incredible game. And Harley's going to get his 4th hit, a single, his 3rd single of the game. The problem with Harry Howe is that he has not a very, very good hold. So now Harley is going to take second. O'Brien is up. He is 1 for 4. He's going to rip a single as the American League's going to try to tie it.
Run.
He's going to go home. Keeler is going to make the throw. There will be a play at the home.
Save!
And he's going to be safe as barely beats it as the American League ties it. With no outs, still has a runner on second. Here's Socks Seybold. He needs a 1-8. He's going to get a single. They are not going to try to test that one. He has a 1 to 12 chance. As Socks Seybold steals second, Chief Zimmer throws it into the outfield. So that allows the run to score easily, and now Seybold is on third base with no outs, and the American League has taken a 5 to 4 lead, and Schukert is up. He's going to line out the third. Unlucky, he's 3 for 4, and now Warden is up. He's 1 for 2 with a double, and he's going to hit a fly ball to Flick in left field. And Flick muffs it.
Idiot!
So another run scores, and now Doc Powers is up with Worden standing on second.
Whoopsies!
And another error.
You're gonna lose. You stink. You're gonna lose.
The third error of the inning after a wild throw into center. A muff by Flick, and then now an error by Davis, who's an incredible range, but just didn't have the glove. And now Sullivan's up. He's going to pop out, so that's going to be 2 down. And now Sugden comes to bat with 2 outs. American League trying to win their first game and is doing it in a wild fashion, as now Sugden draws a walk. And the bases are loaded for Magoon, so Howe getting destroyed in this one. Here's Magoon. He's going to hit a ground ball to Collins at third. That's going to end the inning, but the American League gets 3 runs in the top of the ninth to bounce back and take over and now lead the game 6 to 4. And as we enter the bottom of the ninth, they're going to bring in Hoffer, who hasn't allowed a run. He's pitched 3 innings, only given up 1 hit, no walks. He struck out a batter. He's going to be going against Billy Hamilton, who's 1 for 5 in the All-Star Series. But Hamilton is a great leadoff man. So here's Hamilton. He's going to lead off with a single. 1 to 11 chance. Normally I'd say let's go for it, but we're not going to. Here's Barrett, 2 for 4. Hitting .417 in the All-Star Series. He needs a 1 to 5. He's not going to get it, and Sullivan's going to make the play. Now Nap Lajoie is up. He's struggling, hitting 1 for 10, but we're going to rely on his history, and he is going to try to see if he can do something here. He's going to hit a ground ball to Magoon in second. They're going to have fielder's choice, not able to turn the double play, as Nap Lajoie beats that one out, and now Jimmy Collins is up. He's hitting .385. Trying to keep this game alive. He's going to get a single. So that's going to put runners on the corners for Willie Keeler, who's hitting .364. He has 1 at bat, which was a ground out back in the 7th. But Willie Keeler, the Hall of Famer, with a chance to keep the National League alive. Offer, trying to avoid giving up his first run. And Keeler rips a single, scoring Nap Lajoie, and now Collins is going to take third easy.
Yeah, boy!
Wow. So runner still on first and third. The tying run is on third. The winning run is on first, and George Davis is up. George Davis hitting .400 with 2 RBIs. Has a chance to be a hero here. He drew a walk in his first at bat. He's going to hit a ground ball to Schukert. Schukert's going to make the play. He's going to throw it over to Warden, and that's going to be an out as the American League survives this one 6 to 5 in a hugely entertaining 9th inning. And that's going to conclude the All-Star Series of the year 1906 games. The National League wins this one 5 to 1, scoring 40 runs versus 29 runs scored by the American League. But the American League does come back and in a very exciting fashion wins Game 6, so not to be swept. But the National League does have home field advantage in the World Series. So the next episode, we're going to start in the World Series. So until next time, this is Coach DK. Have a good one. Bye.